I feel like this video needs an intro, so this is me giving one to you. I'm Jody. If you are new here, thank you for being here. If you're like most people, then you're just gonna skip and go watch something else. Well, maybe it's not for them. But if you're like me, you know you're like me, then you're gonna stick around because you like to experience people's experiences with them. And this is what this week is about. It's about me exploring life unscripted. And thanks, New York, because the siren is loud as hell. Hopefully, the mic isn't picking it up, but hey, I gotta work when I gotta work. It's like right as I start, the siren outside is like, oh, I'm gonna join. But yeah, whatever. Moving on. Yes, I get very distracted very easily. So if that's not your thing, then you're not gonna like this. The point of me doing this intro, which I don't want to take very long doing it, is to introduce you to something that I've been doing absent-mindedly, and I wanted to curate all of those and put those together for you to enjoy. All my experiences, all my quirky little moments, and all the things I find interesting during the week. So it's one long week of Life Unscripted. This is episode 1. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get to the video. I will see you later on. I had something I was going to say, and I got a phone call. That train of thought is completely gone. Oh my gosh. Now I have to try to remember what I was going to say. Anyways, it's Monday morning. What date? September 30. So I'm guessing what, the last day of September? Is it? I think so. Let me double check. Yep, last day of September. I went to do grocery shopping this morning because I was supposed to be in Atlanta right now, but because of the hurricane, I was like, no, I'm not going. So things changed. So I went to do grocery shopping this morning, and it was really early. I'm thinking I'm gonna be the only one or one of the only people in the grocery store just getting something. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I was really, 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 really wrong. Why were there so many people in the damn grocery store early in the morning? And it wasn't like that early. It was like after 9, which is like, okay, it's early enough for all the working people to go to work. So I'm there like, I don't have to go to work. I'm living my life. I'm very grateful right now because I don't have to run off to somewhere where I don't want to be. I'm gonna get some food because there's no food in the house because I wasn't supposed to be here. I go to Whole Foods first, and the main goal was to find chai tea because the chai cute little thing that I was using, which was recommended by my friend, thanks Nicole, is done. And I went back on Amazon. They don't have it. I went on the actual website. There is none. So I'm like, okay, let's go to Whole Foods to see if they will have something similar. One, the section for tea was laughable. And I couldn't even find it. I had to circle the store like 2 times before I actually found it. It's like tucked right beside the coffee. And the options were just ridiculous. Anyways, I left there and I went to another grocery store to see what they had because they had an Indian section. So I'm like, okay, they may have this in here. I'll go check. No, they didn't have it. They didn't have it one bit. I'm like, All right, let me actually search Indian markets. I went the wrong direction and I had to circle back around and go to the other direction, only to find out that they do not have it. So eventually I went to Trader Joe's. What they had was chai tea latte. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is read the ingredients. And I picked up the ingredients and it was like milk. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Nope, not happening. So what I did after that was there was this tea bag. I didn't want to get the damn tea bags because it's just like the worst. You want the worst type of tea? Get tea bags. They're such a waste of time. They taste horrible. So I'm like, okay, let me just get this damn tea bag and call it a day because it doesn't seem like I'm going to find this damn chai. And I've been searching for a very long time. I walked so far. I had no plans on walking as far as I did. So I'm like, whatever. I get home and I make the damn thing. I'm like, okay, let's see. Open-minded and everything. Because I'm like, yes, let's see how this is going to work. I tasted it. It tastes like black tea with milk. And yes, I know chai tea is made with black tea, but no other spice comes through. It's just plain black tea that I added milk to. And I was like, well, it smells like it, but tastes nothing like it. So the search for chai is still on. Why is this even a thing? So the plans for today is to finish editing a speech, and this speech is really long. So I've been procrastinating on this like so much, but I have actually made it halfway, and all I need to do is just put the finishing touches on it and I'm finished. And the goal is to finish that today. It is currently 1:42 p.m. because I went on a very long walk this morning to find goddamn chai tea and still didn't end up with chai tea. But hey, we're here. That is literally the only goal for today. I'm not packing anything more on my schedule because I don't think I'm going to get everything finished if I do that. So what I want to do is one thing. Finish this one damn thing and then I can move on to everything else. So that's the plan for today. Let's see if I finish it. Okay, today did not go as planned at all. I am 35 minutes into fixing what I have to fix, and the rest of it, okay, so I hired an editor on Upwork. When I can't take care of everything myself, what I would do is get an editor to help me or somebody on Upwork to help me. I use Upwork a lot. And this time I'm like, okay, this is a very long editing thing. What I want to do is have help so I do not have to do majority of it. I hired someone and I already gave them a good review and I want to go back and take the review from them because it's just like, oh my God, you did nothing that I asked you to do. I even gave you examples of what to do and you did nothing. I'm just like, oh my God, this is frustrating. So dealing with that huge letdown and then having to go back and go over everything, which is what I wanted to do anyways before I sent it off, because I have to make sure that it looks up to par before I send it off to the client. Okay. But I have to go back and do really everything. Like, now this is another day that it's taken where it shouldn't have. All I was supposed to do is go in and be like, okay, well, I can fix this one and change this and make this more bold. And no, I'm not doing that. I feel like all this editor did was add the slides to the timeline and put a transition element in front of it and said, ha, here's your charge. Oh, I did great because I finished in less than an hour. It's a 90-minute speech. Okay, how are you finished so quickly? You have B-roll to work with, you have the slides to work with, and you have sound and everything to match and all of that. But this situation can, well, it did leave a bad taste, but I'm not the type of person to sit and make this one experience stop me from getting help when I do need help, because I can't do all of this myself. And me trying to do all of this myself will lead to a burnout. But with this situation, now I have to wake up early tomorrow, like earlier than I was planning on doing, because my first thing tomorrow, what I planned on doing was going to work out. So that's out the door right now. It's fine. It's okay. I'm just frustrated. I'm tired of looking at screens now. And once I finish this edit, once I finish this project, I can actually move on to the other fun stuff that I have waiting, and I can't do anything with those yet until I finish this one. So, I'm at a standstill. It is currently 7 o'clock. So I started around 1:30, 1:40 around that time, and I'm I am done for the day. I'm not doing anymore. My eyeballs are going to hurt if I continue. So I'm not doing that to myself. I need to go figure out what dinner is and eat and relax. In the air. Yes, it's the morning. It's 11:48, and I am currently allowing the project to render, and I'm about to export. I finished! Oh my gosh, I finished. Yes. Now I can go do fun stuff. I didn't really wake up early, but I did start a lot earlier than. Nah, I didn't. I started a little bit before 8 o'clock and I finished before 12 o'clock. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So almost 4 hours on this. The second half that I had was a lot easier to edit. So that made the process so much more easier and actually more fun. I'm finished. Finally. Now, I haven't eaten breakfast or anything. I just drank some tea and came straight into doing this because I just wanted to finish it completely. So, one down. I have a meeting today at around 1, so I need to eat before that. And then after that, I am going to ignore the computer for the rest of the day, hopefully. Let me cheers my hot chocolate. Finish. You know what chocolate I'm drinking? The rice one that you got, the mushroom one. Oh, that one? Yeah. What? I mean, I didn't use it for a while, but I'm here and I'm like, I want a snack or I just want something to snack on or some sweet or something like that. And I was like, let me go look what's in here before I go outside and buy something. So I looked up and I was like, oh wait, that is chocolate. Why not just make some hot chocolate? And so I did. But I haven't touched it in a while. But it's good. It's at first with just the milk. It because the oat milk, it's not unsweetened. So I think I have to double check that. But it doesn't really add much difference to it. It makes it a little creamy, yes. But it also, let's see. Yeah, the nice flavor of chocolate doesn't come out with just the milk like that. That's why I was like, what can I do to make this taste more like a chocolate? And I'm like, wait, hey, add the salt. So tip the salt in there and then just spin it around and there it was. I'm like, yes, now we're talking. Now this is chocolate. So it doesn't have that on its own, which I'm kind of happy it does because then that means there's not a lot of sodium in there. But it's good. I like it. While I'm writing in my journal for the day, I realized that I only have about 10 blank pages left out of this entire thing. This entire thing. I started this journal August 27, 2023. August. So there's over a year worth of thoughts, epiphanies, revelations, happiness, dreams, because I always write down my dreams when I remember. And there's so many things. I mean, it's the name of it is dreams. Well, what's on the front? It's like, I hope you live a life you're proud of. If you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start all over again. This book, just looking at this and remembering everything that I, not remembering everything that I wrote, because I do remember some. I went back and read a few for a little bit, but I didn't really like go in depth with it. I was actually going to read some of it to you, which is why I never went through it. But then I'm thinking of it now, like I should have went through and put like markers of what I wanted to read, so I'm not just like randomly choosing something and it's just like, oh wait, I can't read all of that. So a little preparation should have been done, but honestly, I love the unpreparedness of this because it's fun to go back and see what was going through my mind when I was writing this. I think I found one. November 2nd, 2023 at 7 a.m. because I started doing this thing where I write the time that I wrote in the journal, but then after realizing years and years and years later that most of my journal entries are in different countries or different places, and me going back and reading them, I never know where I am when I'm actually writing it while reading it. And I was like, wait, why don't I just put the location where I am? So when I do go back, when my future self go back to read, I know exactly where I am. Because, oh, just open another page and here I am. That's January. Yes, 01. January 2024. Location, Nassau, Bahamas. I think if you asked me that right off my head, I couldn't tell you where that was. But let me go back to the first one and read it. I actually had a lot of dreams. I'll recall them soon. Oh, I ordered the teleprompter and it should be here today. This makes me so excited because now everything will be easier to read, which I've used it probably 3 times and it is a lot easier. It's just the setup is kind of tedious, and for me, everything needs to be travel size worthy, and that's an entire bag by itself. So it's like I probably won't bring that with me when I'm traveling, which defeats the whole purpose. But continuing to read, I still have to break up the scenes to add dynamics and a new element to keep attention, and with the teleprompter, it'll be a lot easier. Wow, considering this was way before. No, it wasn't way before. It was while I was doing my daily challenge, because I started the daily challenge in October last year. So this is while doing the daily challenge and writing. I have this part that I write, what am I looking forward to today? I always like to end my journal entries that way, because then I'm not just writing about the past experiences and the thoughts and all of the things that happened already. I'm actually looking forward to what the day is gonna bring. So I leave the journaling session looking forward instead of just looking back. So instead of a reflection, it's like moving forward. At the end, I have, what am I looking forward to today? And here I wrote filming and exporting the footage. That's it. That's what I was looking forward to. That's hilarious. Wow. Okay. I love that. I love that it's some little, it's the little things that I look forward to. It's not like, oh, I'm going here, I'm doing this. So it's just like filming, exporting the footage. That's it. That's crazy. But I love this thing. I love this thing. Here's the thing about New York. Sirens are always going off. They're so loud. I don't know if it's as loud coming through the mic as it is I'm hearing, but my goodness, it's so loud. You'd think I'd get used to it by now, but it's like, no. Mm-mm. But back to the journal. I love journaling. It helps me release so many thoughts and figure out so many things. And it's the figure out thing part that always get me, where I'm just writing and I don't think of how something is going to really affect me in the future or how it's going to work out in the future. I'm just writing. I'm in the moment and I'm writing. And to go back and read some of the things that I've written where the thoughts just came to me and I'm just like, whoa, this is a great idea. How did I not have this idea before? But then it's like I wasn't ready for this idea. But they came. I just didn't realize it. It's like having a conversation with yourself. And that's one of the reasons why I love journaling. I think I'm going to always journal because it has been the number one thing that has helped with my mental health. When I'm not journaling, there's too many things going on and I just need to release. And sometimes it doesn't get released. The, how do I put this? The ladylike way. I don't know what word to use, but when I use the journal, they come out. They are transformed into something else, where I'm not thinking of, oh, I'm blowing up right now. I'm more focused on putting what I'm feeling into words and to describe it. And then once you can describe something that's really bothering you, you realize, eh, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. This is an entire body of work, except for a couple of pages. Yep, that's it. This is an entire body of work for a year. I get blog post ideas, I get video ideas, I get the interpretation of my dreams. I have so many things just in these pages. This is huge. Absolutely huge. I am so proud. Like I have other journals. Like I normally get this one. I think this is the moleskin. Yeah, the moleskin. And what I really love about this one is that in the back there is a pocket. But literally that's kind of all this has going for it. Cause this is the one that I write my Dear Joe letters, by the way, because for my travel videos, I literally write a letter to Joe, and from this, I take the script, and you hear the voiceover of it. Yeah, so I have a whole book that actually do that. But this size compared to this, there is no comparison. And I was going through a lot of these. I was buying maybe 2 every 3 months or so, probably more than that. And I'm like, there has to be another way. And as much as I love this, and I will always love going back to this, having this size made so much more sense. And I'm extremely happy that I got it. And I love that the edges are gold for some reason, because it's like, ooh, this is my holy book of my holy thoughts and not so holy thoughts. But if it's one thing that I do recommend, I recommend you start journaling, because you learn so much about yourself during the process. And it, I think, it gives you the skill to explain what you're feeling more. And that way you can actually communicate with people better because you understand exactly what you're feeling. And that way, when you tell somebody else about it, there's no confusion. So I highly recommend it. My battery dying and I don't feel like switching it. So I'll see you tomorrow. I just came back from a yoga class, and every time I take this yoga class, I swear I get my ass kicked. And I feel like all of the yoga that I've been doing for literally the past year, because I don't think I've taken his class a lot in the past year. And oh my God, I feel like I wasn't doing anything at all in those classes because my body feel mash up. I just feel like I don't want to do anything else for the day. It was hot yoga, but the room isn't torture hot because I've heard some of these hot yogas where the room is literally so hot that you come out crawling and just like completely dehydrated, which is not good because you're working out. You shouldn't be working out to dehydrate yourself. It, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. But the room is not that hot. But holding on to those poses, and he likes to do this thing where he's like, okay, get into tabletop, then go into cat and then cow, and then do it cat cow cat cow. He's like it out, and then he does faster and faster and faster. So all you see is people just moving up and down and up and down. And it's so funny, but it's so fun at the same time. And it's athletic yoga. That's what it is. Athletic yoga. So it's more intense than a regular one. I don't know. I think he's the one that coined that term or something because man, he is brutal. But I love it. It's so good. I My phone's all the way over there. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't eaten yet. So I did that whole class and I had to even stop at a point because I'm just like, wait, okay, I didn't eat. I can't go this hard. Shit. Catch your breath because everything's kind of getting dark. And I'm just like, okay. We're not doing that. We're not doing There's no way I'm gonna pass out at all. No. Which again, if you're working out to that point, to me, it doesn't make any sense. It's like it defeats the whole purpose. Working out should be fun. And I enjoy the fun aspect of it. Once I start feel like okay, everything's closing in and everything's getting darker and I don't think I can stand for too long. Yeah, that's where we draw the line. So, since I've only cleaned and went to the gym today, two huge things, by the way. I haven't touched anything on. Ooh, wow. Okay, that was my neck. I haven't touched anything on the computer yet, and I do have a few things to finish. The upload for the finished video took 5 hours and something. So 5.5 hours to upload. So now I have to wait for the other end to download it before I can remove that from my cloud. And now the fun stuff begins, because now I have all these ideas and I've shot all of these things, and I just need to put them together now. Choose the music, write the script, all of that. Well, the script's already written. But yeah, it's the fun. This is the fun part now. I need to go eat. I'm here editing some pictures and also watching a Netflix show, right? I know, two things that should never really go together, because the brain doesn't multitask. It just switch from one thing to the other. So yes, I am doing the equivalent of what I'm tell everyone not to do. I know. But I am looking at the camera movements on some of the images in the movie. And oh my goodness, they remind me so much of YouTubers and how they would move the camera because they don't know the principles of making a movie. But now it's like the movies are being influenced by the YouTubers, and the YouTubers are being influenced by the movie makers. So it's like, wait, everything is kind of interconnected, where everybody is influencing everyone. And it's kind of fun because it kind of takes all the rules of cinematography. Well, not really all of them, but most of them are just like, out the window. I can do what I want, which is what I love, when people just use the tools that they have, and or not use the tools that they have, but create something that is uniquely them. I love that. absolutely love that. Yeah, that was the random thought that just popped into my head. And I was like, I have to say something about this because I've seen it over and over and over and over. And it's really something to, when your eye catch it, you're like, huh. Another thing is like, I remember I was in class. I was in a color grading class. And the professor showed me a video that he made for a company. And I'm watching the video and I'm like, I do this. That's the type of videos I make. What? You got perks and all of this to make that video. And I make that. What? Okay, so that kind of like opened up the whole possibility. Like, there is no limit to what you can do when you actually find something that you love doing. And oh my goodness, I'm like, I don't think there's ever a world where I would stop making videos, stop filming. I don't think that will ever happen. Which brings me into explaining, because I kind of wanted to do this, why I am doing this. I thought of a new name today for this new series that I'm starting. Well, sort of in the middle of the week right now. So if that doesn't make any sense, I promise you it's going to make sense in a little bit. I have a lot of videos that I have taken, just random videos over the days, over the weeks, and just like I always have my camera with me, always. And if I see something that piques my interest, I'm gonna take it out and do it. And I have all of these little trinkets of videos and I don't know what the hell to do with them. I would have to create they're not long enough. Like most of the days I would catch like maybe 1 or 2 shots or something. I'm not sure. But they're not long enough to create a whole story in itself. So I have bits and pieces of the day or days that don't really have a story to go with it. I mean, yes, I can come up with a whole story and everything, but for the most part, they're going to sit on my hard drive and not turn into anything. So this new series that I want to start, it's kind of the other way of doing a daily challenge. Why I say that? Because last year around this time, later on in the month, I did start a daily challenge and I did that for 45 days. What I want to do this time, I mean, last time it was a lot because I like to go to bed early and I was staying up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, finishing editing so I can upload in for the next morning. And it was the next day turnaround and it became a lot because I like to sleep. So this time around, my work around staying up late every single night is that I'm going to do a longer video where I incorporate the days. So it could be Monday to Friday, or if something's exciting happening on the weekend, then maybe I could capture that. But for now, it's going to be Monday to Friday, and I take you through my week. So you get to experience my week with me. All the crazy thoughts that I have that pop up, anything cool that I do, and just experiencing life through my eyes. I would love to share that because I, again, have my camera every single where with me and I just want to share those videos instead of keeping them all to myself because I realize that I'm a hoarder of my creativity and I do not want to hoard anymore. So I am given in abundance. That's the plan. I've decided to name the series Life Unscripted because it won't be scripted. I'm sitting here, I'm not talking to you. It's not scripted. Well, I am talking to you. It's not scripted. Again, it is not scripted. I mean, I'm going to be talking a whole bunch of nonsense like what I just did. But really, it's all the epiphanies that I have, all the realizations. Epiphanies mean realization. Okay. Ignore I just said that. But everything that is happening throughout the day, throughout the week, is what I will share. And yes, that comes alongside the Dear Joe videos and the podcast, which I have two great ideas that I do want to shoot for those. And I can speak to you about them here because this is like the behind the scene of making those videos, which is something that I kind of always wanted to do. So the fact that I'm doing it now is kind of like, yay, I'm doing it. That's the reason why I'm starting this series. And it all started with something that I saw on the Netflix series that I'm watching. It's called Evil. I'm on season 2, episode 7. I think I started like 2 days ago. Okay. Good morning. I think it's Friday. I, I actually never know when the days of the week are, but I have this thing that I do that on it's with my workout plan, I guess my regime. On Fridays I swim and on Saturdays I run. And during the rest of the week I kind of do whatever. So that includes weights and yoga. Yeah, because the gym I'm in now, I actually do a lot more classes and I don't really like classes. But for this one, they had hot yoga. So I'm like, I'm definitely going to try that. So that's why I've been doing a lot more classes. But normally I just go work out with some weights, do some cardio, and call it a day. But I realized that today's Friday and the weather said it's gonna be around 70 something, but I have plans on working on the computer. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually find somewhere to go work that's outside, because if I keep the schedule where I'm just working on the computer, I'm never going to go outside, and then outside is going to be insanely cold, and I'm not going to want to ever go out there because I don't like the cold. So while it's still relatively warm, I want to go enjoy the outdoors. That I think is the plan for the day, is to find somewhere where I can go work on the computer. I'm not sure yet because I'm not really the cafe type. I like solitary. And I like working alone when there's not people around, but I mean, this is New York and there are cafes there for that very reason. Or I can go somewhere else. I can go probably like a library or something. That's a fun idea. I should go to the library or somewhere. I'm going to look for somewhere and then I'm going to go. Wow, this decision is taking me. It's like I'm talking myself into doing this, which I kind of am because I love being inside. I don't like going outside. I don't. I don't like going outside. So it takes a lot of prep talk for me to be like, hey, it's okay. It's okay. You'll be fine. Just go outside. Go outside, go enjoy the outside. And it's going to be more beneficial than you staying inside. So, first things first, I'm off to the gym to go swim. And then after that, I'll come back and get ready and decide where I'm gonna go. I think I've developed a weird relationship with clothes. And I think it's mostly because all the clothes that I do have is for summer and not really for autumn or definitely not for winter. I do not have any winter clothes. It's weird because I'm a minimalist with clothing. So I will have just a few pieces that I would wear consistently. But whenever the weather changes, I never know what to put on. And right now I'm looking at everything, and majority of what I have, again, is for summer. It's not summer weather outside. I think it's 75, so it's not that bad, but I don't know what to wear. I swear, I look forward to the day where I don't have to worry about what the heck I'm wearing because it's already lined out, it's already planned, and it's like, oh, we're wearing this today, or wait, I'm not feeling that mood. Let's wear this today. Yeah, but it's still gonna be minimalistic. So, I can't wait. The water filling with the plant again, so it's making this weird sound. That's so funny. But I don't know what to wear. I never know what to wear. And it's kind of frustrating, especially going shopping and majority of the clothing is grandma chic. I don't understand it. I want no parts of it. And it leaves me with very limited selection. And most of the clothing that I do have are 3, 4 years old. There's only some pieces that are new, but majority of them are years. And I don't get it. Like, why is everything floral and everything grandma looking? Why? It's like it. I used to like going and looking at the things in the store. Well, I don't like window shopping, but I do actually, I did enjoy shopping until it became overwhelming where I'm just like, I don't enjoy this. I don't like any of this. And it's very hard to find something that I do like. So that relationship with clothes changed once I couldn't find anything. But there are certain brands and textures that I do love. I love neutral stuff. It gives me a blank canvas to play with. And it goes well with my skin tone. So it's like, why not complement my skin tone, right? I love eco clothing. I love when clothes are made to last, and majority of the stuff that is made right now, they're not made to last. And it's so annoying because you may spend $100 on something and then 2 washes and it's done. And it's like, what was the point? I should have just bought the one for freaking $20, 2 washes and it was done. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand clothing anymore. And it's very frustrating when I want to put on clothes and look decent. Look like, hey, I actually thought about what I was wearing today and I look cute. It's become very hard to do that. So this is me being frustrated. I have to find something to wear. This is like a everyday thing, especially if I have somewhere to go where you have to look a certain way. Psh, man, I'll be shopping for a whole week and just walk in at the store and walk right back out and walk in the store and walk right back out. It's frustrating. Completely. When all else fails, black and neutral never does. So, my regular barefoot shoes that I wear everywhere because they're very comfy and my feet does not hurt in them. So, I'm going with that. I have everything packed up in my computer bag that I got probably over 10 years ago. Still rocking with me. I'm going to head to this place called Arlo Nomad. They apparently have a free workspace for people to come and work remotely. And what I've read was that they have a great view and all. So I'm like, well, this kind of sounds like something I sort of need today to go outside and taking the weather outside. I have a slight issue. So I have two tripod, right? These two. One's a Ulanzi tripod and the other is a Manbilly tripod. But here's my issue with them. The Manbilly one, it here's the issue. It's long as hell. I got it so I can bring it with me wherever I'm going and I need to just set up my tripod. It is not, look at the size of this thing. You see that? That is in comparison. That is in comparison to my bag that I'm bringing. The length of this damn thing is way bigger. And it's so annoying because the quality of the thing is like, it looks so good. It's so good. It's focus. Okay. The quality is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I would be in a, say, a relatively windy day and I have this and I won't worry about any of my the camera falling down or anything. The damn thing is just too damn long. So it's like it's not even, it's not discreet. And I like to be discreet whenever I am filming outside because I don't want to be a bother to people. I don't like being a nuisance to people. And most of the time when people see you filming outside, they either nosy or they come a little closer and it's just like, okay, I don't want to interrupt your normal flow for me to film. And then I had got this little one because I was doing more videos for other people. So that one is very good in that sense where it doesn't matter, I'll carry it. But for something that I do want to carry around every day, it has become such an annoying mess because everything else, all the other options are either too, I'll show you. This is the other option, right? It's very small, very small. So I can't do any stand-up shots or anything or where I'm speaking to the camera. I can't do any of that. This is most like, hey, put it on a table, put it on somewhere else, and I can get the shot. No. The longer one to this, I mean, it's all plastic. So if the wind blows, there it goes. And I don't want that because I'm going to have bigger cameras and heavier stuff. So he tell I'm frustrated. I like the sturdy tripods, but carrying around a tripod all the time, this damn thing came with its own bag. That's how big it is. It came with its own bag, and I'm like, I'm not doing that all the time. If it's a dedicated shoot where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go outside and the whole day is for a shoot, yeah, I'll do that. But if it's just me with my camera just walking around, I don't want to bring that damn thing. It's like, I don't know where else to look. Correction, the man billy is a monopod, which I actually prefer because they're easier to just get your shot and you're done. The tripod now has the different sections where you literally have to go through and make it work and make it not lopsided and everything. So I do like the monopod over the tripod. But the issue is most of the monopods that are available are selfie sticks. Selfie sticks don't do me any freaking justice. All they do is they don't help. Let's just leave it at that. They do not help. So I would like a monopod that is small enough to fit inside my bag, which is a regular size computer bag, regular size. I would like a monopod that fits into that it doesn't even have to go 64 inches. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I just want something sturdy that is not plastic. So if Man Billy actually made a monopod with the middle shaft a lot shorter, it would have been perfect. And that's what I thought it was. But when it came, it was really long, but I absolutely loved the material of it. That's why I didn't send it back. But right now I'm just like, I don't want to bring it. I don't. And if I don't want to bring it, then it's not going to be used. So please, if you know of any monopods that are very sturdy, that doesn't cost 300 and something dollars, that is travel size, that I can fit inside my bag, please tell me about it, because I need one. Okay, that was absolutely super freaking cute. I don't know why I've never done that before. And you know why? It's because when you live somewhere, you don't really explore that area. I was actually having a conversation with someone I just randomly met on the street, Ashley. She works at the Empire State. I think I think so. Yeah, right. See, I don't even know what the hell the name is. But it has the observatory where you can go basically see the city, or if you go to the top floor, you can see everywhere. You're above the clouds. And she was like, I've never been here until I actually work here. And I'm like, same. Well, not same, but I don't think I've ever been that close to the Empire State Building until today, where I was on the roof and I'm like, oh, it's right there. Wow. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. And I think there are a lot of gems like that around the city that I just never explored because I don't know. I don't have a good reason why. Uh, I think now I'm really stepping out of the box of being a sheltered person. Thanks, Grandma. You really did a number. But it's kind of a little too late, sort of, even though it's never too late. But I am leaving New York for the winter. I am. I fly south every winter, and I will continue to do that because New York is too damn cold to stay in the winter. But to find little gems like that where you can just go and work and no one bothers you and everyone just like, oh, are you here for, okay, all right, I'll see you. If you need anything, let me know. And I'm like, okay. And I was just in my little corner working. on the computer. I actually checked off one thing off of my to-do list, which is great because it means I'm making progress. And I also realized that I can't be too hard on myself because the speech took a lot of time to do. It was a 90-minute, and there were two of them, 90-minute speech. And there were a lot of moving parts to that. So I should be very proud of myself for doing that. And also accomplishing a lot more during the week. I edited, 10 pictures and completed something else that I was working on. Can't say, sorry. And I'm looking at all these things and I'm like, okay, I have so many things that I need to do that I put on my to-do list. And I'm just like, I'm not going to allow it to overwhelm me. Because if I do, then I'm just going to be in a constant state of overwhelm. And that doesn't help mentally, physically, spiritually. It doesn't help. So what I'm doing is taking things one step at a time. And what I accomplish, I accomplish. If I finish one project in a day, then that is great. I am not going to force myself to do anything more. And if I don't, that is also great. it comes and it goes. That's really how it goes. So since this is my first week of doing this cute little challenge, here are my thoughts on exactly that. I'm loving it. Why? And it's kind of funny because it's like with every challenge that I really partake in, I always think that I'm always gonna love it in the beginning, and then afterwards, if it becomes too much, I'm just like, I can't do this. Why am I doing this? But for now, I love it because one, I'm not creating, I'm not going out of my way to do a lot of things to make certain things work. I'm documenting what already is, which is something that I've always wanted to strive towards. Because Gary Vee, even though some of his productivity advice is like toxic productivity, there are certain things that really stuck with me where he's like, document, don't create. People will love to see the progress and the process of how you do things. And I never really figured that out. And I feel like me doing this right now is working towards that, is actually doing that, where I'm documenting and not creating. Even though I'm going to add voiceovers for certain things that I do forget or wanted to add extra text on the screen, or just little gems that I feel like I need to share with you. So it's still gonna be my work of art, because that at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. I create art and I share it. And my art is in the form of films, in the form of everyday life, in the form of sometimes illustrations and all, but they're all from me. So they're all my art that I'm giving to you. I love this. Absolutely love this. And I love that tonight, me speaking with you right now is kind of what is going to close this out, because I feel like what I can keep going and keep going and keep going, but at a certain point I need to stop and turn everything off and just be with myself, be present, be with the ones I love, and just be there instead of turning on the camera or catching a photo or something. Even though there are moments when it's like, I'm happy I had the camera on, because that is perfect. So if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching and experiencing this with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. And I just want you to know that it's It's not because I'm special, because I am damn special. And you are special as well. So don't even question or second guess it. I do this because I love it. You do something that you absolutely love, and no one else can do it better than you. I guarantee you that. There will be other people who will sort of do this similar thing, but no one can ever replace you. Ever. So find something you love and keep doing that. Okay? I did write something that was very poetic about this week. And it came to me while I was making something to eat. It goes, everyday life is very repetitive. We mostly do the same things. So everything can become a blur really quickly. When we decide to break the routines and be present for the moments, that's when life becomes worth living. Go live some life.
Yeah, yeah.